So we worked on the RC tree problem. The problem is essentially that there are lots of papers written out there with Newick trees in them. And these Newick trees are representations of evolutionary history. Do you want to talk about motivation slightly?
Sure. Yeah, so we have all of these papers that have these trees published, but they were published before there were computers, and so there aren't digital versions of these trees out there. And to digitize them, we have to start with images, which are often really complicated. They can have a lot of noise in them, and then somehow get that into the standard digital tree representation that scientists use.
Okay, so we borrowed a lot of stuff from Carol, from sapling detectors. So some of what you're going to see is his code. But we also combined it with some OCR that these two worked on. Do you guys want to, how much time do we have? 2 minutes? You guys talk about OCR.
Really briefly.
Do you want to show the image too while we're just talking about it?
Sorry. OCR stands for optical character recognition, and we basically used a library called Tesseract that's open source by Google that lets you turn an image into text. So it basically detects words inside of an image. So we use that as part of our code for detecting labels at the ends of the tree right there. There are a lot of challenges regarding with that. There was a lot of sort of filtering to do, like noise removal, like all kinds of stuff like that. Anything else?
And Tesseract has a pretty interesting history. It was actually developed in the 80s by HP and Bell Labs, and open sourced in 2005 by Google. So it's a pretty creaky tool. Documentation is kind of spotty, but you know, we made it through.
All right, so without further ado, we just ran a bunch of Carol's code, thank you, Carol, which built a mapping of where the nodes are in the tree. That will look like this. As soon as it's done running, it will pop up. So this is largely Carol's doing. This is showing a visual representation of what has been done in the background, where the representation of the tree has been converted into a data structure that we can use. We then use that data structure to produce a Newick tree that a scientist can use. As you can see here, it's a valid Newick tree syntax, and it's parsed here by a library that works with Newick trees. And so there you go.
Amazing. Awesome. Awesome.